Hello everyone, welcome back to Base Damage, and welcome back to Community Fridays. This week we're bringing to you a deck from Husky Ninja, a fellow content creator on YouTube, as well as a wonderful member of the Discord community. Wanting to share this after she and I got to yapping about the Miku movie that just dropped recently, so I want to watch that, and I'm like, you know what, I want a little bit more Miku in my life, so I found that she had posted this deck. She calls it Mono, it's basically Mono Green, more Jump, which in the colorful stage set, there's like different teams. I've not played the game. If it's not, if the technical term is not teams, please forgive me. I should say groups. There's particular groups, and one of them, their name is More Jump. That's why it's called that. So, but they ended up making like a different trial deck for each of the groups as well. So I'm assuming we're probably gonna see several of the trial deck cards in here today. But let's go ahead and hop right into it. Husky always has some really fun deck builds, and I'm certain today will be no different. So, starting off, I'm assuming this is from the trial deck because I see immediately. Yeah, it's the Overframe rare. Oh, she got the OFR of the Minori. Hell yeah, that's awesome. So she's got 2 copies of this first one, but obviously showed that she got the different rarities. So it's More Jump Minori Hanasoto. So see right there, the trait actually has the group name as well, not just music. So there are like some of the cards from what I remember going through the colorful stage set that for the most part they just checked for music, but I think there were some cards that checked for the group trait. So just keep that in mind as we go through. So 3295, if you have 2 or more other music characters, this gets 1,000 power and the following ability. So it should be a 10-5. The following ability is when this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you can discard 2 characters, has to be 2 characters specifically. And if you do put that battle opponent into your opponent's clock, sure, let's just do clock shoot shenanigans, hell yeah. Which we can help fulfill that cost a little bit. When this is placed on stage from hand, you can choose a music character in waiting room, add it back to your hand. So she does replace herself on play, so that's really nice. And 1 copy of the Overframe rare. Really nice. I do like how that border looks. I wish they would just do that more. Admittedly, it is a little bit harder to read, but I mean, whatever. It's shiny at that point. Insert the clip of Marty going, shiny! Anyway. From my heart to yours, Minori Hanasato. I was about to say Soto, and I was like, that ain't right. 3295 again. If your waiting room has 2 or less climaxes, this gets minus a level while in hand. Very easy early play condition. If your memory has 2 or more cards, during your turn, this card gets 2k power. If your memory has 3 or more cards, during this card's battle, your opponent cannot play backup from hand. Okay, so she gets a buff if you have 2, so she'll be at 11-5. Your opponent can't play backup if you have 3. And if your memory has 4 or more cards, this can't be chosen by your opponent's effects. So if you've been doing your due diligence and getting stuff into memory, she's one of those things. It's like, cool, I can early play this. You can't play backups anyway, but also I'm hex-proofed. Like, okay. Also on play, sorry, just reading it. On play to stage from hand, draw up to 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Put up to 1 card from the top of your deck into your stock. So it does pay for part of its own stock cost in addition to the whole like early play and everything. It doesn't heal, so no early play healer, but honestly should be totally fine. It's very nice like early play card altogether. Okay, so this one does heal. 329k, More Jump Haruka Kiritani. This is placed on stage from hand. Put up to 1 card from the top of your clock into waiting room, and this gets 1500 power till end of turn, so it should be a 10-5. When this card attacks, if you have another music character, pay 1, pitch 1. If you do, look at up to 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck, choose up to 2 cards amongst those, put them back on top of their deck in any order, and put the rest into the waiting room. So I would love to see her like use this, pay the cost, and go, oh look, 2 climaxes off the top of the deck. Let's not put those back up, and oh, they go to the waiting room and be gone. Climaxes, very fun to see stuff like that. And we do have a healer, so that's the important thing. We get 1 copy of this beautiful active idol Shizuku Hinomori. So 217k. If you have 2 or more other music characters, this gets 2k power. Okay, so this is kind of understandable because you do have to sack the climax. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, if you may pay the cost, which is pay 1 and sack on a flashy stage, which I know is a gold bar. If you do, look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 4 music characters amongst them. Reveal them to your opponent, put them in your hand, put the rest into your waiting room. And this gets the following ability till the end of your opponent's next turn. When this card is frontal attacked, you can return this to your hand. Like, okay, cool. I'm gonna kill your shit. I'm gonna get like 4, possibly 3 to 4 cards to hand, and then I'm just gonna go, cool, you can't kill me next turn, and just bounce back, which is just hilarious to me. So really fun there. 4 copies of Cool Blue Melody Kaito, one of the original Vocaloids. 216K gets 2,500 for each other music character in your backstage. So math, this is basically the Okayu from Hololive. So it'll gain 5K, so it'll be 11K level 2, just really big numbers there. 3 copies of Unyielding Idol Spirit Airi Momoi. If you have another level 3 character, this gets 4K power. So if you're able to like maybe early play the level 2, so it should be a 9K. And if you just have 2 or more other music characters, she gets 3K power in general. So assume that the second effect happens first and she becomes an 8K. Then if you have a level 3, she becomes a 12. She's even bigger than Kaito. Holy shit. Assuming, obviously, that you can have a level 3 on field and you can keep it on field. That's honestly really big numbers there. 2-1-35. More jump. Shizuku Hinomori. All of your characters in front of this get power equal to their level, so level assist in front, very nice. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you can discard a card. If you do, choose a music character in your waiting room, add it to hand. Always good, especially because it says pitch a card. You can pitch extra gold bars for this, so very nice, very nice. 1 copy of The Idol I Want to Be, Shizuku Hinomori. Is a 1,500 backup. Oh, so it's either a backup or you can summon it, and it's a anti-change. Reading it. Yes, it is a anti-change clock bomb. Ooh, that's very nice, very nice. Get you a girl that can do both, be a backup or a front runner, All right, so we're getting to Stage Sekai Hatsune Miku. Miku spotted. 1045. When this card attacks, if you have 2 or more other music characters, this gets 2K power till end of turn. So she'll be a 65, and then with the more jump climax, she'll be a 75. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed over the climax in play, look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 music character amongst them, add it to your hand, put the rest in waiting room. Then choose one of your characters, and that character gets 2K power till end of turn. This is so fun because if you play multiples of these, you can kind of just snowball. As long as one of the first Miku is able to reverse 1 character, like okay, cool, I can kill this for a fact, cool, we're going to snowball. And then we're going to give this 2K power to the second one. Instead of a 75, it'll be like a 95. And then you can repeat the process, like if you're able to like tri-field this. So the fact of how it snowballs and gets stronger in order to reverse, even though, obviously sometimes on reverse effects just don't like behaving with the opponent, but, we understand that feeling. This is Weiss Schwarz. So really nice. Also, it's Miku. We got to have it. All to see you smile, Kagamine Rin, another one of the OG Vocaloids. 1045. When this card attacks, choose one of your other music characters, and that character gets X power till end of turn. X is equal to the number of other music characters you have times 500. So also a 2K buff with a full field. You could give that to one of the level 1 Mikus and then buff from there. When this card attacks, all of your characters get the following ability till end of turn. When this card's trigger check reveals a climax with a gold bar in its trigger icon, you can draw a card. Then, if you do, discard a card and put this into your put this into your no. Then you discard 1 card after you draw. So you can draw and go, do I still need this, or do I want to pitch maybe the extra gold bar that I just revealed, or that I just triggered? And because gold bars, when they trigger, forcibly go to your hand. So you can go, oh cool, I triggered a gold bar, I'm going to draw a card, and maybe I discard the same card, and maybe I'm just hand filtering, getting rid of the gold bars back into the waiting room, whichever you prefer. So really nice there. 2 copies of That View That I Loved So Much, Haruka Kiritani. It's a 104K, just mouthfuls for the names here. When this is placed on stage from hand, this gets X power to end of turn. X is the number of music characters you have, so it counts the full field, so 25, so it'll be a 65. When this is placed on stage from hand, if your memory has 2 or less cards, you may choose 1 former national idol Haruka, which is a different card, in your waiting room and put it into memory. So you can put a specific card into memory. Okay. That is it for the ones. All right, so Adorable Pose Kagamine Ren is a 0/0 500. When this attacks, choose one of your music characters. It gets 1500 power till end of turn. Once again, you could use that just buff up the Miku. And at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you can pay 1 to move her to an open position of your backstage. So she can run for a cost. 2 copies. Okay, so this is the former National Idol one that works with this other one. When this is placed on stage from hand, choose a character, give it 1000. Okay. And it has an act of pay 1, put this to memory. So she can send herself to memory to pay for the... to get, like, in there for... Oh, wait. I need to double check a card. Okay, so it does... Okay, so unlike, say, Bunny Girl Senpai that checks for, like, cards with different names, this just has to have a number of cards. So you can use the same level 0 that we're looking at just now, and if you're able to get, like, 4 copies of it into the memory, then it works for all of the effects. So they don't have to have separate names according to that. So that's the cost. Then look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, choose a more jump character amongst them, add it to your hand, put the rest into waiting room. Very nice. 4 copies of Red Melody Mako. She's also originally a Vocaloid. Obviously, because it has Virtual Singer. I just realized that. 0025, if your stock has 2 or less cards, this gets 1500 power. So she becomes a 4K. Okay. 1 copy of The Secret to Being an Idol, Airi Momoi, is a 0015. When Follow Your Dreams is placed on the climax area, if you have 2 or more other music characters, look at up to 4 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 music character from amongst them, reveal it to your opponent, put in your hand, put the rest into your waiting room. Brainstorm, it is a spammable Brainstormer. Pay 1, mill 4. For each climax, perform the following action. Search your deck for a music character, and then discard 1 card. So, being able to just get the hand filtering, once again, very, very nice. Then 3 copies of Stage Sekai Kagamine Ren, once again, OG. See, okay, so this is interesting. So this one has the more jump trait. Not like it's really coming up, but why does the Mako not have it? It says it's from the trial deck. It has Virtual Singer, but not the more jump. Like I said, not like it really comes into play that much, but I don't know. It just feels weird. Anyway, I that's on the set. That's not on the deck build. 001K Stage Sekai. Place on stage your hand. Didn't we already see this? Hold on. Didn't we already see this? No. Sorry, it's another Ren that does this. Give a character 15. This one also over here. Oh, this one had it on attack, not on play. Oh, okay. My brain. But then it also has it on attack. So this is where you buff up that Miku with this. So on play, give something 15. Then on attack, choose one of your music characters. That gets 15 as well. Now, you can't give all of this buff to the Ren if you wanted to make her a, like, 4K. Because they don't say other for each of these. So, okay. So that is it for the characters. We do have 2 copies of an event. And just, it's a Ren. She's just adorable. 1-0, counter backup. Counter event, Sparkling Performance. Draw a card, then discard a card. Then choose one of your music characters, and that character gets the following ability till end of turn. When this card is put into your waiting room from the stage, you may return that card to the previous stage position as rest. So you could do a little bit of hand filtering if you have like more gold bars stuck in hand, and maybe use it on your Miku to save her for a turn, or any number of your other cards just to keep your filtering and looping going, and then just being able to keep pushing for damage next turn with your combos and stuff. Really nice. So 4 copies of More Jump from the trial deck, the level 1 combo with the Miku. It's got all the girly pops up here. Hell yeah. 1 copy of Pre-Show Prep. Did that have a combo? I don't... This was on stage. This was these 2. Follow Your Dreams is this one. Okay, so I don't see a card that combos with Pre-Show Prep. Maybe just having an extra gold bar in here or something. I'm not certain. Then 1 copy of Follow Your Dreams for the Airi, and then 2 copies of On a Flashy Stage for the level 2. So the only thing I don't see in here, well, once again, maybe she meant to put the climax combo in here. I don't know. But I don't see a climax combo for this one, but hey, it's whatever. But the only thing I don't see, and maybe I'm trying to remember the colorful stage set, so forgive me if I don't remember it exactly. I don't see a climax swapper in here. Oh, well, that's an event. I'm double checking the level 0s. I don't see a climax swapper in here, and with I know Husky enjoys putting multiple climax combos into the decks that she plays and everything, and that's totally fine. And obviously, people do that all the time. Totally fine. Just typically when I see it, there's usually a climax swapper. Maybe I'm overlooking it. It's all good. But I just wanted to point that out. If you don't have one Husky, you might want to see if you can squeeze in a climax swapper. But I may just be misremembering a card effect in here or something. But that is going to be it for us today. We're gonna go jump some more. Every time I hear more jump, I think of that song from like the early 2000s, "Jump Around," you know. But that is going to be it for us today. Thank you once again to Husky Ninja for sharing this on the Base Damage Discord. If you want to submit your own deck profiles as well for Community Fridays, feel free to do so in the Base Damage Discord. We have two different channels. There is a Community Fridays channel and a Decklist Submissions channel. Feel free to post it in either. And I always love perusing both of them and trying to see what people have posted. And if I like it, I'll talk about it. But also, thank you to Husky Ninja. Please go check out her YouTube channel as well. I know she's been putting out a bunch more Weiss Schwarz content as well. And even trying to get people from the community and posting up some games of her playing against them. I'm going to be joining her with that as well at some point. So look forward to that as well. Definitely go check out her channel for those videos. It is greatly appreciated. Thank y'all very much for watching. Stay safe and remember to stay based.